I'll just wait for a few of you guys to get in here. Did I lift that up? Before I get going. Hi. Happy Monday, guys. It's morning. Well, no, good afternoon. Well, no, it's 11:30. Good morning. This car's over there. Something didn't happen. Why is they doing this?
She fixing this stuff.
Huh. It's beautiful. So, guys, what have you guys been up to? All right, wait a minute, let me get comfortable. So, because I can't. Okay. Now, I'm out here in these streets, girl. I haven't been out. Jeez. When the last time I've been out? So anyway, I had to come out today because I got some stuff that I need to take care of. Okay, now, I told y'all that I wasn't going back to the market, that I was just going to order my stuff from Walmart and do curbside pickup. Girl, I put my order in. It was either Friday or Saturday when I sat down and did my little order at Walmart. Girl, they told me that they did not have an available date for me to pick up my food until Friday. So this Friday, May the 8th, is when my stuff from Walmart gonna be ready, girl. Now, last week was my week to go back shopping because, you know, it had been 2 weeks. I go every 2 weeks. So I said, well, if I put my order in on Friday, then I'll be able to go pick it up Saturday. Girl, no. They said you will not. So, girl, a whole nother week. So that's gonna be 3 weeks. Okay, I need some things from the store. I can't wait a whole week to get my groceries. That'll be 3 weeks. But anyway, even besides that, I didn't order meats when I went online. How they gonna pick out my meat? So I gotta go. So I'm Sam's, okay? Because I'm out of toilet paper, so I need to go to Sam's so I can do some bulk toilet paper. You know, they sell in bulk. And some meats. So I gotta go to Sam's. So got my glove. I found a pair of gloves in my house, girl. Found a pair of gloves, nice old pair of sturdy gloves. I got my mask, my homemade mask in my pocket, girl. And you got your mask on the door?
I got your bra.
So anyway, I got my homemade mask.
Yeah, I got it.
So wait a minute, y'all. I'm gonna see what y'all saying in 1 second. I think I need to put a gloss on top of my ombre, girl. So yeah, girl, I have not been out the house, girl. I don't even know when the last time I came out the house because I'm trying to make my out of the house visits as less as possible, girl, because like I told y'all, I'm getting very nervous about this situation, girl. So I'm trying to make my stuff as less as possible. I told my daughter starting tomorrow, we're going to go to the track and do some walking because, you know, she needs to get out and get some exercise, but I'm afraid to bring her out, you know, to the stores. I'm just scared. But she needs to get, you know, some kind of exercise and stuff. So tomorrow I'm going to bring her out to the track as long as nobody's there, and usually nobody's there, and let her get some exercise, as well as myself, you know. We're going to the reservation some gas, and it keeps cutting out because, you know. So, only road trip that I can take is to the reservation because it's like a straight road, and we end up seeing some. Did we pass the horses yet? All right, when we get up to the horses, I'm gonna show you 87 cents a gallon. So it might be even cheaper because, girl, when I tell you, they was talking about how then the demand for the oil and stuff is not, you know, like there's not a high demand, so they got like all this oil, and they were saying like the producers of the oil damn near trying to give the gas away. So that's why gas is so cheap. So it was 87 cents the last time I came. I'm gonna see what it is this time. And you know, people are not driving as much because, you know, with everybody being off from work, there's not a whole lot of driving going on. So, you know, a lot of the companies that have like trucks and stuff that they gas up, and it's not a lot anymore. So, all right, let me see. See what y'all saying. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm gonna have to look over here and see what y'all saying. So yeah, when we get up by the horses, then I'll show y'all. I'll turn the camera around, as long as the camera don't be acting up, because the connection be bad. All right, let me see. More comments come up. Okay. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Hey, Majid. How you doing, Pooh? Carolyn. Hi. Elise. Amy. Carla. Tamika. Huh?
That's where they had that barbecue at.
I'm sorry, guys. This probably wasn't a good time to do a live because when we go down to the reservation, the connections be in and out. I guess because of the woods and stuff. Like, I'm not really sure. But anyway, I'm gonna start telling y'all about this. I'm gonna tell y'all the story about my niece. Okay. Now, I think like, I don't know, maybe it was like around February. My sister was telling me that my niece was being bullied at school. Maybe I should wait till y'all get back in here because I had the buffering was happening. Well, anyway, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all the story. My sister was telling me that my niece was being bullied at school. Okay. They was making fun of her, you know. I think they was pulling her hair and making fun of her, you know, the way she talked, because she talks really proper. I mean, they was just doing the most, okay? Now, to my knowledge, the school didn't really do much about the situation. They didn't really do much about the fact that my niece was being bullied. So, my sister and I don't know, somebody else had sat down and talked to my niece and was telling her, you know, you got to defend yourself, you know, you can't just be letting them be bullying you and pulling your head, pushing you around and doing the most. Okay, now my niece is the sweetest, quietest little girl you ever. Now she's not a little girl, like she just turned 13. Okay, but still, she's like the most quietest, humblest little girl. Okay. Girl, my niece went back to school. The next thing I know, I think they called my sister. and told her that my niece was going to get expelled from school. Now, the reason why she was going to get expelled from school is because she caught up with, it was three girls that was bullying her. She caught up with two of them. I mean, when I say my niece whipped their ass, she whipped their ass, okay? But here's the reason why she was about to get expelled, okay? I think it was just going to be a suspension for whipping the two girls' asses. The third girl, once she had whipped them two girls' ass, she went back to her class. She was sitting in class. She saw the third girl going down the hall, going towards the bathroom. She asked her teacher, could she go to the bathroom? She went to the bathroom, went in there with that girl, whipped that girl's ass, put her head in the toilet, and kept flushing the toilet. And that's why she was going to get expelled, because the girl told the principal that she put her head in the toilet and kept flushing it. But it was the bully's word against my niece's word. So they didn't do no expulsion. They was just going to let my niece, be out of school for 3 days. But then that never happened because the school ended up closing because of the coronavirus. Now, I do not condone violence, okay? When my children were growing up, and even my two younger children I have now, I would never condone violence. I would always tell them, if somebody hits you, don't, you tell the teacher, because what's going to end up happening is they hit you first, you hit them back, both of y'all get suspended, okay? So I would always tell my kids, if somebody's picking on you or whatever, let the teacher know, okay? Now, I do not condone violence at all. However, you get what you deserve if you bullying a child, okay? If you bullying a child and that child is ignoring you, they're trying to, get away from you, they then went to the proper authorities to try to get it straightened out so that you can stop, and then you don't stop, you get what the fuck you get, okay? Now, that's how I feel about it now. They was bullying my niece. They was pulling her hair. They was doing the most, okay? So I told my sister, when she told me about it, I said, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's my motherfucking niece right there. Because my niece don't fuck with nobody. She is the quietest child ever. And they kept fucking with her. So I don't feel sorry for none of them. I don't feel sorry for none of them because, see, you got to be careful messing with quiet people, okay? People that are quiet, you need to leave them the fuck alone. Don't fuck with people that ain't fucking with you, because I'm telling you, what happens is you build up anger and bitterness in people, okay? Now, you've had some children who have been bullied in school and they then went home and got a gun and came back and shot the whole school up, the teachers, the children, and everything. So you never know what's going on with people. So you need to leave people alone. So I'm telling y'all this to say this. If you got a child that bullies people, listen, don't get your child all the way together. Because I'm telling you, don't know what's going on with children. You cannot take quiet children for granted. Now, we never knew my niece had any of that in her. Fighting, my niece ain't never fought nobody. Like, she wouldn't even kill a fly. Like, she was so humble. And like, when she was little, she used to wake up and she used to say, like, if she had spent the night at my house, she would call me aunt, not aunt or aunt. She was like, Aunt Lynn. Good morning, Aunt Lynn. And I'd be like, oh, good morning. We call her Biscuit. Good morning, Biscuit. How are you? She would say, I'm fine. And I would say, well, how did you sleep? Oh, I slept really well. I had a nice dream about my family. She was the sweetest little girl ever. She would actually put her hands on you and pray for you when she was little. Remember, she used to put her hands on people and pray for them and stuff. Like, she was the sweetest little girl. So it's shocking. It took names later. If it has been brought to the attention of the teachers and that the child is being bullied, and what do you expect? A person can only take but so much. A person can only take you pulling on their hair and knocking them around when you walking through the hallway and calling them names and laughing at them. A person can only take but so much. So, you know, my sister raised a fit about the fact that they was gonna, she was gonna get expelled. What I say? Expelled. Like, why you gonna expel my niece when she the one that was being bullied the whole time? I mean, I'm not saying that she should not have gotten suspended, but expulsion for what? But like I said, the expulsion was gonna be for putting the girl here in the toilet and constantly flushing it. Look, check this out. The only thing I got to say is leave my nieces alone, okay? Leave my nieces alone. My nephews. I told y'all about when my son was being bullied. I'm telling you, man, my son was kicking ass and taking names later. And I never taught my children to be violent. And I told my son, you know, if they hitting on you or doing stuff to you, you let the teacher know. Well, he got tired of that shit. And when he started flipping desks over and throwing paint, and oh my God, I'm telling you, they left my son alone. Now, it's a shame that you got to do that in order to get people to stop fucking with you. But my son was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And he was kicking ass. But I tell you, the school kept calling me because my son was whipping people's ass. He was banging on lockers. He was flipping desks. He threw a paint bucket at somebody. Like, he was going off. He threw the damn projector. Like, he was sick of them. He was sick of them. Leave people the fuck alone. That's all I got to say. Leave them alone. If my children is not bothering you, and if my nieces and nephews ain't bothering you, don't motherfucking bother them. Okay? Because at the end of the day, savage. That's all I got to say. So, yeah. So once again, I'm not condoning violence, but look, you're not gonna keep on motherfucking pulling on my niece's hair and bumping her all around and shit and thinking that it's just gonna be all good. Now school principals and teachers, y'all either handle that shit or it's gonna be handled. Period, Pooh.
She wasn't trying to drown the girl. She was just baptizing her. Remember, she used to pray for it.
She was not baptizing that girl.
She was baptizing her.
No.
She was baptizing her.
Listen, you got to stop messing with people because they built up some anger in my niece. Apparently, my niece ain't even like that. So for her to go off like that, yeah, she was done. She was done with that. I don't know if you guys have ever had experience, you know, your child being bullied in school, you know, or how you guys would handle it. But like I said, I would never tell my children kick ass and take names later. I have never given that advice. When my son started flipping desks around and tearing up the shit, I didn't tell him to do that. He was just sick and tired of it. But guess what? They left my son alone. They left my son alone. The word on the street was, oh, he crazy. Don't mess with him. He ain't crazy. My son ain't crazy. He was just tired of y'all messing with him. That's all. Why he got to be crazy? No, y'all was crazy for fucking with him. That's what the problem is. Y'all was crazy for messing with him. Okay, guys, the gas went up. Oh, hell. The last time we came here, it was the gas was 87 cents. That was about 2 weeks ago. Child, the gas then went up to $1.09. But that's still cheap, though. Don't I ain't tripping. That is still cheap. Oh, excuse me. Yep, that is still cheap. So, I'm about to fill my car up and let it be that like that. So, yeah. All I can say is savage. And if it's any young people listening, if you in school bullying people, don't do it. Do not underestimate people. Don't think that the quiet people won't hurt you. for bothering them. Just leave them alone. Leave people alone. You go to school to learn. You don't go to school to be bullying other people's children. You don't want nobody bullying you. You don't want nobody bullying your little sisters and brothers. Don't bully other children. Do not bother people that aren't bothering you. Down this way because I'm on camera. That's all that's the only advice I can give. So yeah, guys, that's the deal on that. But yeah, that's my day consists of. I gotta go to. Okay, so we're at the reservation now. Let me show y'all a little gas price. Wait a minute, y'all. This window there. I don't know if y'all can see it. It say $1.09. Okay, this is the reservation. And I'm getting ready to tell y'all how much it costs to fill up my tank. So I haven't eaten today. I basically got up around 9 o'clock, jumped in the shower because girl, I had a night where I was sweating a little something. I wasn't drenched sweating, but I was sweating. So I got right up, got right in the shower. Then I tended to got in the shower, got dressed, did my hand stuff. Did my daughter hair because she had to get started on her schoolwork by 12. So, she got up and got her shower, ate breakfast. I did her hair. And so she's doing her work now. Fed my animals, cleaned my I'm loving my new litter box. Oh, why dog? I look dog. I'm loving my new litter box, but girl, why order me another litter box? I seen another litter box that was so freaking cute and neat. Oh shit, you not oh hell, you not going inside the reservation. Oh look, I didn't know they had a walk-up window. Girl, look, you used to could go inside the place if you was, had to go inside because they sell stuff inside too. But girl, look, it say walk-up window. Where that man is, so you're not going inside. You gonna walk up to the window and order. Tell them how much gas you want if you're not using a card. They sell everything in here, cigarettes and everything. So I guess you got to get all your stuff from there. So yeah, everything's changing. The world's changing. Everything is changing. So I was going to stop at the post office. I don't know if I already said this. I was going to stop at the post office because I should have some packages, girl. Oh, girl, I took my nails off. So, girl, don't even do it, girl. I'm back to the quarantine nails. I just got to put a new set on and repolish.
It took $12.67. It didn't give me a receipt. You want to go outside and get it?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. I ain't fooling with them people. They ain't going to play with me. It costs $12.67 to fill up my tank. So that's not bad. $12.67. When I came last time and the gas was 87 cents, it cost $9 and something to fill up my tank. But I ain't mad at $12. You gotta go to the window. He looking. He they gotta walk up window. They didn't change the shit around. He about to go inside. No, you're not. And it's a big arrow on the door saying you got to go to the so we gonna go somewhere and eat. I don't really want to. I'm getting to the point now where I just don't. I don't know. All right, let me see what y'all talking about. Ooh, this thing gets tight and you can't even hit the what is going on? Yeah, guys. I ain't been doing a damn thing. One good thing is I haven't been ordering anything since the last time that I was on here with y'all, and I told y'all I need some help with this online shopaholic stuff. Well, I'm trying to help myself, girl. So now when I see stuff online that I see and I be like, oh, I be like, and I just keep going. It hurts me to my soul, girl, because I be saying some nice stuff, but I'm on a no, I'm not, because I'm telling you, I got so much stuff that I'm waiting for already. And hopefully a few of those packages is at the post office today when they open back up. They was closed for lunchtime, so that's why we just said we'll just come out here, and then by the time we get back around the way, they should be open. But what?
These bullshit ass companies they call
So it's a little chilly out today. It's not warm. The sun is not really out. So let me put this up some. Wait a minute, this seatbelt is so tight around me that I can't even budge. Get up a little closer so I can see what y'all talking about.
slaughterhouses in South Towns.
Oh, he's looking up to see if they have a slaughterhouse. Cause y'all know about the meat shortage that's going on, right? Have you guys had any problems finding meat in your areas? I know they have signs up at some places where you can only get a limited amount. Like, you can't, they're not going to let you hoard a bunch of meat and stuff. Like they got a limit, like you got a limit on toilet paper, which is good because everybody got to eat. Everybody got to have toilet paper. So, don't allow nobody to come in there and buy the whole shelf full of toilet paper, the whole shelf full of chicken and all that stuff. So yeah, they got a limit on what you can get. But I'm telling you, man, this is if you got the money, this is a good time to either buy land or if you want a little farm or something, because a lot of these farmers are going to end up having to sell their animals or sell their farms at some point. I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, you don't want to. I mean, you're not trying to benefit off of somebody else's demise, but if it's a for sale sign out there, and if you can get it, get it. They had a lot of land. They were telling people that to take your stimulus check if you can and buy a little piece of land. Because was that Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Oklahoma had like tons of land for sale for cheap. And they even had, oh man, you is walking too close to my car.
All down.
I got my window down because I can't have no window down.
Yeah, but people going right to their window.
But I didn't realize, I didn't even pay no attention to that.
Grass-fed beef.
So anyway,
Jamestown, New York area.
So anyway, Oklahoma is way too far for me. I mean, I don't mind having a piece of land somewhere else, but I don't want it to be like that far away, But then I looked and they had a piece of land. Now, let me see. They had land in, what was the other spot we looked up? Tennessee. I'm trying to find something that's close because I don't want it to be too far. But yeah, I'm going to try to capitalize off of this situation if I can. But yeah, this is a good time to buy a little piece of land. If you're trying to, whatever it is you're trying to do, this is a good time to do it because with everything that's going on, they said that we're going into a depression. Like they're saying that the economy now is just about as bad as the Great Depression in 1930, 1929, 1930. They said it's getting that bad. So it's going to be a lot of houses that's going to be going up for sale because people cannot afford their mortgage. A lot of people are self-employed. And that's how they pay their bills. And with all the businesses failing, they can't pay their mortgage. So you're going to have a lot of houses up for sale. You could probably get cars dirt cheap. Like if you're trying to get a car, you can probably get a car dirt cheap if you financially can. Because everybody's not out of work. Some people, you have essential workers, people that are still working, who are not really suffering because they're still working. They're working at home, or they have an essential business like a market or something, or whatever have you. So, if you can capitalize, then why not?
Yes, my name is Carol Wilson.
We trying to get a he's trying to find a slaughterhouse so we can get the meats. Like some farms, they'll do the whatever they do right there on the farm, and you can go right to the farm and buy your meat. Because if they're having meat shortages at these markets, then I'm used to slaughterhouses from when I was younger. My grandmother used to go to a slaughterhouse all the time. I don't think they have a lot of them anymore. But
this is Johnson. This is down there where I was telling you about.
What they do?
Yeah.
That's the slaughterhouse.
Yeah, they package your meat and everything.
Oh, he found one farm. They do your meat. They package your meat and everything. It's called Johnson's Farms.
We're an hour and 7 minutes away from it.
So it's an hour and 7 minutes away in New York. So yeah, they package your meats. It's a farm, but they do, it's like, I guess they have a slaughterhouse on deck, and they package your meats for you. So, it says it's open. Did you call them?
Yeah.
Oh, what'd they say?
I got the answering service. They said they'll call right back. They must be busy.
Oh, they must be busy.
But they are open. So you want to ride down there?
Well, I don't want to take the trip if it's not.
We ain't doing nothing. Shit. Ain't like
we got something to do while we waiting for them to call back. All right, because we waiting for them to call back so we can know for sure that they're open. They must be busy. They said they're gonna call back.
We're closer to Southtown, so keep going that way.
All right, let's just go there. I mean, they said they open.
Yeah.
That's what the voicemail said.
Yeah, open.
I know what that say, but I mean, did the voicemail, because they said some of this stuff is not updated.
Yeah.
What the voicemail say?
It said to leave your name and number, and they would contact you right back. So they must be busy.
Let me see. Oh, that used to be my song. So we're on our way to the slaughterhouse, y'all. Okay, well, it's not going to be a waste because I love farms. So we're not traveling outside of our state, so we need to get something to eat.
We'll get some more way.
But are we going to be back in time enough for the post office?
Yeah.
Oh, because I need to go to the post. Oh, okay. So anyway, what was I saying?
Head north, then turn right.
So yeah, good time to buy a piece of land. Just a small piece, ain't gotta be no big old piece or a lot or whatever have you. And then with the car dealerships, I was like, well, what if, with the car dealership, it's by appointment, apparently. You make an appointment.
Right for New York 5 West, then turn right onto New York 5 West.
You have to make an appointment because I want to trade my car in and get a new car because it'll be a year, guys. Can you believe it that next month will be a year since I bought my car? Remember when I had bought my car last year? And I showed it to y'all. It'll be a year next month. Like, how do, like, time flies. It'll be a year next month. Now, I love my car. Don't get me wrong. I love my car. But I want another car. And I want a sunroof. And I want leather seats this time, as opposed to, you know, the cloth seats. And of course, the backup camera. I have a backup camera. This is my first car that I've ever had that had a backup camera. And I actually love it. So that's going to be a requirement. A backup camera, a sunroof, and leather seats.
Take the next right onto
And this will be a good time to trade my car in, because
for half a mile.
you're going to get dirt cheap prices with everything that's going on. The price is going to be dirt cheap. My payments are probably going to be lower. See, that's another thing. I know that this time when I get a car, my payments are going to be lower because my, you know, what do you call it? My payment history is very good. I've never had any late fees or like I've been on time with my payments as far as my car is concerned. So this time around, you know, I should be able to get lower payments. That's another, because I want my payments to be lower. So, next month, I'm gonna go and see about trading my car in.
Continue on New York 5 west for 3/4 of a mile.
I used to drive all the time in this area.
Really? I'm debating whether I want a truck or a car this time, but either way, I still want, you know, the sunroof and the leather seats, and of course the backup camera. Not a huge truck, because hell,
In a quarter mile, use the right
my
lane.
family is getting small, so I don't need no great big huge truck, but a nice size truck. That you can put a RV on the back
Use
of.
the right lane to take the I-90 West ramp.
So we on the road, guys, getting ready to head to this farm to see if you know, we can get, is it a half a cow, or you can get a half a cow, you know, for a nice little price, or half of a pig or something, or both.
You can get a quarter cow, quarter pig.
A quarter cow, a half a cow, quarter pig, and then that way I'm set for meats. Like, I don't have to ever go back to the store for meats for a long time. So the only thing that I would have to do is order my food from Walmart outside of meats and do the curbside pickup. That way I don't have to go in nobody's store. And now that I know that they are a week behind because of, you know, the demand, then I know that a week before I need to go to the market, I need to go ahead and put my order in. Yeah, I need the week before it's me to go. What? A week before it's time for me to go. What she said? Go ahead.
No, the thing is green.
Oh, I know a week before it's time for me to go to the market again, I need to put my order in because it takes a week for them to, you know, give me a date. So I'm trying to organize this whole situation so that I don't have to keep on coming out, because this thing is getting serious out here. Like, it's serious, and I'm not trying to be
Keep right at the fork.
out, you know, if I don't have to be in the stores. I mean, being out riding around in my car is one thing, but actually having to have to go into the stores is another thing. But, you know, the comments is not coming up. I'm not sure why. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not getting no comments. The last comment I got was from Yaz World. So I apologize. Let me go out and come back in and see what's going on. The last comment I got was from Yaz World when she said, hey. If she said anything after hey, I'm not getting it, y'all. So I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm not. Okay. Oh, here you go. Okay, I had to go out and come back in. So let me go back. I apologize, y'all. Somebody, oh no, we had to delete somebody. Majid had to delete. Jake, don't try, Jake. I will get you all the way together. I'm not for no foolishness now. You gonna watch in silence, Jake. It's sad that we have to worry that we're going to grocery stores. I know. That is sad. I mean, I'm used to just getting up and going to the stores, and now you can't do anything. Miss Cheryl said, I hate hearing that because I was bullied too. It's hard. I hope she is okay. Miss Cheryl, I was quiet. My bully rode my bus. See, I'm glad she stood up for herself. I look back on my days as a kid and wish I would have stood up for myself. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, if you don't stand up for yourself, they're going to keep doing it. Bottom line. If the principals and the teachers don't stop or they keep picking with you because they feel like take your lunch no more, they can't be pushing you around, they can't be knocking you out the chairs, they can't, that you're not going to allow that no more, they're going to leave you alone. Period. They're going to leave you alone. Trust me. That's right. Don't mess with the quiet ones. I'm so late with these comments. Bullies are very insecure because the minute you clap back, they back down. Exactly. Exactly. You can only take for so much. Exactly. Hi, Curious. It makes me mad that it has to get to your innocent child. Your innocent child has to fight because oftentimes the schools won't handle the situation properly. Most of the time they won't. And I don't know why. Because my thing is, if you was informed that my niece was being bullied, why didn't that child or those girls get suspended as a warning? You know, first they get the warning, and then if they keep doing it, then they get, you know, the suspension, and then as if it keep going on, then they get expelled. Why is it that when my niece gets fed up, now she got to get expelled? But you wasn't trying to expel the bullies when they were doing what they were doing. That's what I don't understand. Why didn't y'all handle that? Because like I said, you have some kids. I mean, Google it, look it up. Some kids, them kids that go up to the schools with them guns and they shoot everybody and then end up shooting themselves, they were being bullied. Could have avoided that. Why didn't the people at the school handle the situation if you know about it? Now, if you're not letting anybody know about it, then they can't do anything about it. If you're letting the teachers and the principals know, then they should do something about it. Hey, Tyria. Yes, Miss Fresh and Sassy. Yep, she said you can get some good deals now. Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. You can go to the Amish markets on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. They got plenty. Oh, that's right. We was just talking about the Amish people. Thursday, Fridays, and Saturday. Okay. The Amish people down here. Okay, he said that where we going, the Amish people is down here. And see, that's the thing. We were just talking about the Amish people the other day, and I was saying how the Amish people are not being affected by this whole situation that's going on all over the world. Because first of all, you know, well, we're not going to be able to pay our gas and electric bill or our fuel and our grid bill because, you know, our money's so shortage or we done got laid up. Like, they don't have none of them issues because they don't even live on the grid, okay? They don't use anything that involves electricity, washing their clothes. Like, they don't have to come outside of their little community to do anything if they don't want to. Now, I have seen some Amish people at Walmart before where they didn't park their little their little buggy and their horse, they had like a spot for them. They had a spot for them to park their stuff, and I've seen some of them, you know, go into the Walmarts. But for real, they can really not need us for anything, need the world for anything. You know, they have their own farms, so they're growing their own fruits and vegetables. They got farm animals, so I'm sure, you know, they slaughtering their own animals, and like they doing their own thing. So they don't have to come out and be around people and worry about their families getting this virus. They make their own clothes, you know, they do everything on their own. They don't have to depend. It's like they live in the world, but they're not of the world. So they're not suffering at all. That's why I wanted to be Amish so bad once upon a time. I love them people. Or the government for anything. They do their own, they're all self-employed, they build, like they do their own thing. They don't have to worry about being laid off and all that kind of foolishness. They do their own thing. So this pandemic does not affect Amish people at all. Hey, DC Kool-Aid. Good afternoon, Pooh. She said, when I was in Louisiana, I was staying next to a cow slaughterhouse. The cows... Really? Really, Fresh and Sassy. Wow. Okay, Majid says ours. Wow, because we 47 degrees out here in upstate Buffalo, New York. Not all that warm.